Test. What's up, guys? Francis and Dave here. Welcome to the channel and the program, as always. So tonight I'd like to address several random topics that relate to indoctrination, thoughts reform, and some other philosophical questions that we usually come across. First of all, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this statement from people, from other people, perhaps most likely from other people, such as your parents, your mentors, or your superiors. Some of them might have said this to you: "You are special. You are very special, and you possess some unique attributes that no one else can appreciate." First of all, I like to give you guys my thoughts about that, to debunk it, because essentially I have to disagree with the statement that everyone has their very own special attributes. Just consider this. We all have to make a living. We all have to eat. We all have to shit. We all have to sleep. We all have to have something that can comfort us, which can, in other words, which can take our mind away from those hostile beings that are keeping us feeling uncomfortable. On the other hand, because we all share those biological and physiological properties that we instinctively tend to stay away from hazards, from hostile objects, hostile people that can do some damage to our health, to our well-being. That's to say that we will all pretty much do anything to ensure our own survival. The self-preservation instinct has already dictated our actions, our behaviors, as well as our thoughts, and plans, to take further actions. So when you consider this, you will no longer agree with that statement that everyone is special. Actually, everyone is not special, but unique in terms of daily routine behaviors, thoughts, competencies in some certain tasks, So I think it's it's crucial to know the facts. It's crucial to acknowledge what you truly possess and what you truly do not possess, in order to improve our quality of life. Because those misconceptions can make us, can make us turn away from the truth, thus making irrational decisions, and that can turn into a vicious cycle where those wrong ideology, misconception just continue to twist, not to twist, but to misguide us into doing something that won't do us any good. Okay, what about indoctrination? Perhaps if any one of you guys happen to have played the video game series Mass Effect trilogy, you will begin to notice those.
Reaper indoctrination is an insidious means of corrupting organic minds, reprogramming the brain through physical and psychological conditioning using electromagnetic fields, infrasonic and ultrasonic noise, and other subliminal methods. The Reaper's resulting control over the limbic system leaves the victim highly susceptible to its suggestions. Organics undergoing indoctrination may complain of headaches and buzzing or ringing in their ears. As time passes, they have feelings of being watched and hallucinations of ghostly presences. Ultimately, the Reaper gains the ability to use the victim's body to amplify its signals, manifesting as alien voices in the mind. Indoctrination can create perfect deep cover agents. A Reaper's suggestions can manipulate victims into betraying friends, trusting enemies, or viewing the Reaper itself with superstitious awe. Should a Reaper subvert a well-placed political or military leader, the resulting chaos can bring down nations. Long-term physical effects of the manipulation are unsustainable. Higher mental functioning decays, ultimately leaving the victim a gibbering animal. Rapid indoctrination is possible, but causes this decay in days or weeks. Slow, patient indoctrination allows the thrall to last for months or years.
Yeah, so mass effect indoctrination. The Reapers, perhaps BioWare used the Reapers to provide us an analogy referring to the Matrix. Nowadays it's trying to make an analogy referring to nowadays system where the rich tend to get richer and the poor tend to get poorer. Where pretty much everyone has to struggle for a better quality of life and a better environment for life, and it just stands right in front of the truth we ought to know, and thus it has found its way warming into our head and altering our behaviors, and which I believe it behaves in a strikingly similar fashion to Satan. Somehow I don't know if God has revealed such a fact to me, that Satan, he behaves pretty much like a computer program, like an AI, like an advanced form of artificial intelligences that which will never cease to tempt humans until its demise, until God unleash His power to throw Satan into the burning lake of sulfur, aka hell. It sounds like a coincidence, but you guys and I know better. It isn't a coincidence, not at all. Don't you think? That's what I think of indoctrination. You can say that everyone is pretty much indoctrinated by how should I put it? By the predetermined and pre-designed crafts that came from Satan. He fabricated those stories, those facts, those so-called facts into stories, and and Satan had injected those theories. He has ingrained those theories deeply into Eve, followed by Adam's mind. And through sins, it keeps replicating and breeding itself, and over time it finds its way warming into our minds, and it keeps replicating. It will never cease such action until it gets obliterated by God. So that's my theory. You certainly have the entitlement, the rights to disagree with that. So perhaps next time I shall try to make a better video to illustrate my points. So anyway, guys, I shall see you in the next video on YouTube. Have a great day or a great night. Stay tuned, stay faithful, stay blessed. Bye bye. Cheers.